Here's the human math. If you do the right things for the right people, you get the right results. It took someone brilliant to come up with that. Today, we're going to talk about a concept that many people are afraid of. I'm going to let you know there's no need to fear. We're talking about karma today, so stay tuned. Hello, hello, hello. You are listening to the Manifest on Purpose show. There's no doubt about that. I am your host, Kimbaley. It is my duty to help you manifest on purpose. We're going to get into it today. We're going to talk about karma. So many people talk about karma and don't even realize they're using it in the wrong way. Today, I'm going to break this word down and let you know how you see it in your life. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for all of those you've invited, and thank you for subscribing here and on the website at Kimbaley, KIMBALEY.com. The God in me loves the God in you. Before I break this word karma down, let's hear about what you can expect for today through our Astro-Numerology forecast, courtesy of Astro-Numerologist LLoyd Strayhorn and the Star 8 Numerology app. It is Wednesday, March 13th. The sun is in Pisces. The moon is in Taurus. It's an 11 universal month, a 4 universal week, and a 6 universal day. An adjustment of sorts may be required if you plan for a successful or productive day. That's because winging it by the seat of your pants is not the way to go. In short, go throughout this day with a sense of order, focus, and purpose. If you do, you'll be more than pleased before the day is over. If you happen to be born in the signs of Taurus, Libra, and those born on the 5th, 15th, the 24th of any month, you are definitely a part of today's success. Once again, that is today's astronumerology forecast, courtesy of Astro-Numerologist LLoyd Strayhorn and the Star 8 mobile numerology app. You can get your forecast every day. Just download the app. Go to the App Store or Google Play. You can also go to linktree/numbers in you or a star 8 ASTAR the number 8.com. As you can see, these numbers guide you, and it is important for you to know what numbers are guiding you in your life. If you want to get to know more about you, the deeper side of you, and why you do the things you do, make sure that you get your numerology report. You can get that at Kimbaley, KIMBALEY.com. Not only can you get your numerology report, you can find out what this year has in store for you. You can have a compatibility report done for you, and you can check on the compatibility of your business and discover how to make your business work. Once again, you can get those online reports at Kimbaley, KIMBALEY.com. Now let's get into the show. I'm about to share a little known fact about me. There's something that the people that know me, they just know it. It's about holiday seasons. I don't celebrate the holidays much, especially Christmas. Christmas is one of those seasons that I don't celebrate. However, people give me gifts, so I feel like it's a bit inconsiderate not to give gifts for them. I've been doing this now for a long time, and I was doing it when my children were little. And just because I did not celebrate Christmas, I did not take that away from them. So I very much made it Christmas for them, but at the same time, not observing the holiday for myself, if that makes sense. So, anyway, you must know now that you know that information, you must know that I do not like Christmas shopping. It is difficult for me. It has gotten a little better since I have been able to online shop. I think online shopping is one of the best things that you can do. So this year, I decided that I was going to get ready semi early because I hate waiting to the last minute because when you do, it forces you to have to go into the stores. I wanted to be able to get some things online. So I did go online and I found most of the things that I was looking for. There was one sweater in particular that I ordered for someone. I thought I was careful about getting the size, but apparently I was not because when the sweater got to me, I noticed that it was huge, way bigger than what I ordered. I immediately went into the website and canceled that order and ordered the correct size. They immediately refunded me my money, but I was so determined not to go in the store. So I decided to go ahead, even before they refunded the money, to purchase the correct size. I let the store know that this is the wrong size. I thought I was ordering this size, but I ended up with this size. So, okay, I go ahead and do that refund process. Just another unknown fact about me, I do not like returning items once I purchase them. The whole process is just something that I do not like. It takes a lot of extra time for me. But because I had already ordered this new sweater, I had to make sure that I returned the old one. I'm just listening to this and I'm thinking about myself like, man, I'm a bit complicated, but that's another story for another day. Let's move right along. They gave me a date that was a deadline for when I was to return the product to the store. And because I don't like returning products, I waited until the last minute. But there was a surprise in the mix. The surprise was they sent me an extra sweater. Yes, they did. And I thought to myself, this is for all my hassle. But what I didn't tell you was during all of this confusion, I was so tired of going back and forth with this sweater. I went on and purchased the person another item instead. So when I see that they sent me this extra sweater, I'm thinking to myself, okay, now I'm sitting here with two sweaters and I don't even want one of them. So I knew I had to return them. But one was a mystery to me because I did not pay for that sweater. It was the sweater that I canceled the order for. So I'm wondering, why did they still send that sweater out? Because I didn't wait until I got the sweater. Now that I'm thinking about it, I canceled the order when I looked at my receipt and saw that the sweater was too big. Okay, now we're back on track with the story. So now I had these two sweaters. I did not want either one of them, and I had to go to the store to make a return, and the time was ticking. So I decided, I don't want both of these sweaters. I don't want either one of them. So let me just take these back. And I let the young lady know at the counter when I got back to take the sweaters back. I was like, I did not pay for this one, but they sent it to me anyway. Because at first I thought, well, the store just sent me a free sweater. But I thought, no, I don't want it unless it's supposed to be mine. And so when I took it back to the store and explained to the clerk that I have a free sweater, and the clerk told me Well, it sounds like they gave you a free gift. In other words, keep the sweater. And you know what? I kept that sweater and I love that sweater to this day, even though I did not want that sweater before, but I do love it. See, me, there's something a little more difficult about me. I don't like to take things or accept things that do not belong to me, if you get what I mean. The reason why is because of the word karma. Everybody listen at that word and think that it's a tough word, it's harsh, it's here to judge you. And I even hear people use it against each other like, oh, you just wait to see the karma that you're going to get. Oh, you'll get it back in karma. And they make it seem like this word is so harsh. In Sanskrit, the word karma means action. In fact, the Indians look at this word in kind of a soft way. Here are some of the things that the Indian culture say about the word karma. Every action leads to a result, however unpredictable. These results are calculated by a kind of cosmic computer that balances everything in nature. The consequences of your action are not randomly good or bad. They are organized in an evolutionary way to move you forward. Good karma actually means evolutionary karma. Bad karma is the opposite. It actually suspends or delays your forward motion for growth. Karma exists to preserve the memory of the past so that nothing is lost. No karma is random. I like the one that says karma exists to preserve the memory of the past so that nothing is lost, because to me that is saying that what karma is memory. And that is important because we are one mind, we are all expressions of that one mind. And the mind is energy and information. This universe that we live in is energy and information. That information comes from that energy that is the result of karma. There's a saying that I learned a while ago that to me expresses karma. And that saying is, the seed is reaped by the sower, and the boomerang always comes back to the thrower. In plain terms, what karma is cause and effect, is sowing and reaping. Everything that you sow will reap a harvest. No worries, this is nothing to be afraid of. It just lets us know that we are energetic beings. And everything that we do, from you sitting in your seat right now, for you working, from you reading a book, it has an effect. It will reap a harvest because that's what karma is for the most part. It's energy in action. It is creating a tiny impression in our universe. And sometimes those tiny impressions can also lead up to be very big things, just like the butterfly effect. That's why, for me, and this is my suggestion for you, I always follow what I heard in childhood: do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. And I even take it a step further because I'm not playing with it. I do unto others better than I would have them do unto me. That way I know that the energy that comes back to me is going to be wonderful. And I know a lot of you are thinking about, what about these people that come to me bringing negative energy or drama into my life? And the one thing that I always say about that is how you treat people is your karma. How they treat you is theirs. So that's why it's so important to forgive people. And that's why it's important to not be vengeful and not seek revenge. Because trust me, no matter what you decide that you're going to do, no matter what plan you come up to conjure against another person that has wronged you, it will never add up to the energy that they're going to get back to them. Because as a rule, it all comes back. See, of all the universal rules, this is the one that I pay very close attention to. I'm telling you, I am not playing with this one. I have seen a time where I would be in the store, my arms are full, and I go to check out in the counter, and I walk outside and I find out that I have some saran wrap still tucked under my arm. And I'm like, oh boy, I gotta go all the way back in the store. And the person that I was riding with said, go back in the store for what? And I was like, I have to return this. The saran wrap was only a couple of bucks or something. And they was like, just put it in the car, girl. Come on, let's go. And I was adamant about that. No, not on my watch. I'm taking this saran wrap in and I'm going to pay for it because it was the universe way of letting me know that I need to be aware. Going back to what the Indians said about karma, it's here to help us grow. So when you deal with these karmic things, it's that you're being pushed to move forward to another level in your life. And there's two things that can happen. The number one thing is that you cannot pay attention to these patterns. We have a habit of missing these important patterns that come in our life, and we can stay where we are and not progress or grow. Or we can learn the lessons that come to us through these karmic things. So karmic is really teaching us something. In this case, it was teaching me to be aware. I learned that lesson and I was able to move on from it. So whenever you feel like you're going through a pattern of something, you see recurring things happening in your life and you wondering what are these things coming from. Sometimes it could be same situation, different people, and you may wonder, why am I keep experiencing this? Maybe there's something there for you to learn. So you have to dig deep within yourself to see what the universe is really trying to teach you. This is one of the reasons why I always say you have to be an analyzer of self to find out what's going on. Think about when a person is ill. There are several symptoms that show up when they are ill that lets them know that there's a change that's taking place that they need to pay attention to. It's the same thing with all of these other patterns in our life. They pop up to let us know that there's something deeper that we must explore within our own selves. So, no, karma is not good or bad. It's just an expression of the energy that you once put out into the universe. If you think that the energy that comes back to you is bad, you have to question yourself, what kind of energy was I putting out there in the first place to receive this back to me? And this is just something basic about karma. Karma gets a whole lot deeper than this. Karma even comes back from your past lives. You know, you could be living out things to grow in areas that you should have grown in other generations or at other points in reality. So just keep that in mind. These are lessons here to teach you. They are not scary, they are nothing to be afraid of. It's just something to keep you aware of the energy that you dispense, the energy that you put out there into the universe. And the very last thing that I want to discuss about karma is one of the things that I talk about often. Everything happens for a reason. You know, growing up, my mom and I kind of bumped heads a lot. And she was very demanding, very direct. And she made us do a lot of things. And I kind of resented that because while most of my friends were out playing and having a good time, their parents would allow them to do things that I couldn't do. I wanted to live that life, but my mom wasn't going for that. And I kind of resented her for that. It took me until after her passing to realize how great that was to have someone of her caliber in my life. I look back at all of the things she made me do, and it helped develop me. It helped me gain a sense of independence, which was very necessary because during the time in my life when I was coming of age and going from one level, that childhood level, into early adulthood, where most parents are guiding their children to live independent lives. Well, that was the time when we lost our mother. And even though it seemed that she was extra hard on us, I can appreciate it because even though she was not there to help us through those times in our life, leading from teenage years to early adulthood, we had enough information from all of the things that she had taught us over the years to help us claim our independence and to help us be young adults in the world that we were living in. So I look back at it, and although those times seem pretty rough, I can say everything happened for a reason. She didn't know that she was going to miss that very important moment in our lives. However, she had already prepared us. So, what I'm saying is, and this is the time where I get to encourage you. What I'm telling you is, when things seem that they're not going your way, when things seem like they're in chaos, we just talked about the chaos theory and how sometimes chaos is transforming us to get us ready for that next level. So I'm telling you, when you see things happening in your life that you cannot explain, things that don't seem like they're the best for you, just know that all of these things are small, tiny pieces in this huge puzzle that we call the journey. And all of these things are coming together to help you evolve into the place that you're supposed to be. That's our main purpose of being here, is to evolve. In order to grow and to evolve, you're going to experience different things. There are times when you will be challenged. You know, when you need to be questioning things is when you don't feel a challenge, when you don't feel that it's difficult. Because when it gets to that point, it means that you're on autopilot. It means that you're in relax mode. And when you're in relax mode, I don't know about you, when I'm at home and I'm in relax mode, that means don't ask me to go because I'm not going anywhere. So when you're in relax mode and you're in autopilot, everything seems to be going great for you. You need to start questioning, am I growing? Everything happens for a reason. And every time something happens in your life, if you bring your awareness to that one fact that this is happening for my greater good, it will help you grow. It will help you get through what you think is a challenge, because a lot of times it's not even a challenge. All it is growth. You know, a brilliant person told me about the human math. They said, when you do the right things for the right reasons, you get the right results. That's how you have to deal with karma. Karma is not scary, it's not good or bad. Karma is really growth. Karma is energy. This universe is filled with energy and information. Karma is your energy in action. What you put out there will come back. The seeds you plant will reap a harvest. The seed is reaped by the sower, and the boomerang always comes back to the thrower. I love you to life. This is how you manifest on purpose.